Christmas. Little known fact, Santa's real workshop is not in the North Pole, but actually in a small city called Yiwu, right here in China that's only a short 1-hour train ride from where I'm sitting now, Shanghai. Inside this Christmas village of Yiwu, there's no snow, there's no elves, but there are 600 factories that produce 60% of the world's Christmas decorations. You heard me right. Not entirely a surprise, given that 80% of the toys that are gifted in the United States are manufactured in China. So as you can see, China is already very connected to what is a very Western holiday. Now let's see how the rich Chinese celebrate it differently or similarly. FYI, Christmas holds a special place in my heart because I grew up in Hong Kong, which at the time was still a British colony before it was handed back over to China in 1997. So we celebrated Chinese and Western holidays. And at home, my mom would throw this annual Christmas party with like 30, 40 friends in our house. And it was amazing. And given my dad studied in the UK, he was all about Christmas gifts under the tree. And in fact, we would open them on Boxing Day whenever we woke up in the morning. So, we maintained some traditional elements. And along with other Chinese students that studied abroad in the West, we all got caught up with the magic of Christmas and brought a little bit of it back. There's something magical about being American during the holidays. Holiday songs are playing all the time. Love Actually is playing the whole month. It's a spirit of giving, snow, Christmas trees, holiday parties. The entire month is such a fun time of the year that all the mainland Chinese students who went over like, oh, this is so cool. It really lightens up what's otherwise a really kind of dark winter. How can we bring this back and have it over here too? So the main differences, here we go. 1, Christmas is entertainment, not religious. In America or the West, Christmas is a religious holiday. It's about the baby in the manger. We go to midnight mass. It's time to celebrate with family and the culmination of the year. It's a joyful celebration that runs into New Year's and is basically the biggest vacation for the West. Now in China, it's not even a holiday. We work through December 25th like a routine day. And that is because we're not Christian. Very few people in China are Christian, and Christianity is highly controlled by the government. Christmas for us is entertainment, more like Valentine's Day or Carnival. That is a lighthearted day for going out and seeing friends, as opposed to spending time at home with family. Number 2, gifts. Chinese New Year usually falls within 5 weeks of Christmas, making Christmas this kind of warm-up round for the all-important family-oriented holiday. And in fact, Christmas Eve is the biggest offline, okay, not online, is the biggest offline in-store shopping day of the year. Kind of like Black Friday after Thanksgiving in America. So in the West, it's about giving gifts. In China, it's about buying something nice for yourself. I love myself. Or asking your lover to buy you something nice. That's the China way. There isn't really a concept of gifts under the tree when you wake up the next morning. So what sort of Christmas gifts have we seen amongst the rich and famous in China? Well, in 2018, singer Jay Chou's wife, Hannah, bought him a $430,000 Lamborghini and then plastered it all over Chinese social media, Weibo. And in 2017, Richard Liu Qiangdong, who's the boss of JD, which is one of the biggest e-commerce sites over here, he put his then 25-year-old wife, yes, she is 24 years old younger than him, as the launch screen of their app. Could there be a bigger Christmas gift than that? Oh, and once on her birthday, he sent her $13,000 worth of red roses in the shape of a teddy bear in 2018. Third difference, more Santas. The Santas in the USA are all big and jolly, and the mecca of Santas is probably the Macy's Santa, who is all those things, jolly fat and with a perfectly groomed beard. For those of you that haven't seen my YouTube video on how to groom your beard perfectly by Joe Perella, I'm doing a plug for that now, go watch it. So anyway, in America, they all have these cute little elves in Santa workshop type setups. And in pre-COVID times, Americans would put their kids on Santa's lap where they would ask for stuff and then they would receive a gift. Here in China, forget all about that. Over here, it's about Santa playing the saxophone and his sexy Santa sisters. There is no concept of Jesus, just Santa Claus. And the retail sector in China has really capitalized on this, decorating shopping malls with promo events, big sales discounts, huge trees, Santas. But more importantly, the Chinese version, Chinese rendition of Santa and his helper elves. That's right, for whatever reason over here, Santa Claus, who's known as 圣诞老人, old Santa, is seen as playing the saxophone. It's not entirely known why he's playing the saxophone in China. I personally think it's probably because Santa's seen as this very Western thing, and saxophone is seen as this very Western thing, so they just kind of combine the two Western things. And instead of elves, it's these scantily clad Santa's sisters that are usually models from up north in Beijing, because northern girls are considered taller. But you know, young women dressed up as part of an event is a pretty common sighting in China. They do a lot of that with like PR stuff. But anyway, this commercialized version of Santa is what Chinese are most familiar with. Therefore, when rich Chinese moms hold Christmas parties for their kids, they also hire a Santa playing a saxophone. And they're not that skinny. I think it's hard to find a jolly fat Santa over here. 4. Rich Chinese go to Finland's North Pole. In the West, the North Pole is this mystical, magical place where Santa makes his toys and spends most of his year. But for rich Chinese, it is the ultimate destination. If you can afford to go to the North Pole, you've made it, because it is the ultimate rich person winter destination. Why? Chinese President Xi Jinping visited Santa Claus in Rovaniemi, Finland, when he was serving as Vice President of China back in 2010. When touring Santa's village, you can actually see the photo of Xi Jinping sitting with Santa Claus firsthand. After it was made public that Xi had visited Santa Claus, droves of rich Chinese would go to Finland's North Pole during Christmas time. So it seems that Xi Jinping himself doesn't mind a bit of Christmas either. You know, it's funny because the North Pole is not a place where Westerners would ever think of visiting. It's really kind of the place that you write letters to when you're a little kid. But I have to say, after looking at photos of it, it's really beautiful. There's reindeer, there's sleigh, there's beautiful snow. And I'm proud to say Xi Jinping is the ultimate influencer in China. He's like the Kate Middleton of tourism. Wherever he goes, sells out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting a new video each week who have tips and tricks that I think will help all of us lead a better life.